So today we're going to be looking at a Smith & Wesson Model 10. This particular one right here is a Model 10-2. And according to the serial number, this one right here was made in 1961. It is unloaded. Now the Model 10, from what I've read, is the most popular, best-selling revolver in history. I think they've sold something like 6 million of these. This one right here has a 5-inch barrel, which is a little bit uncommon. And according to the serial number, it was made in 1961. We're going to put some snap caps in it. And these are snap caps. The single action trigger pull is excellent. I mean, you can see, watch how little the trigger moves. Light, crisp break, just excellent. The double action is also pretty good. As you can see on this one, someone has replaced the original wooden grips with these imitation stag grips, and they feel pretty good. But this is just a classic American revolver, 38 special. And this one, where it's a little bit older, it's got the tapered barrel instead of the heavy bull barrel like you'll see on some of the later ones. This one's also a 4-screw model. It's got this screw, it's got the extra screw under the trigger guard. And you can pick these up for a pretty reasonable price. I mean, the new Model 10s in the Classic series from Smith & Wesson, they're $600 or $700, and they've got the frame lock. This one right here, 1961. I mean, for the price you can find these, they're a great buy. They last forever. You don't ever hear of them wearing out or really having any problems. As you can see on the Smith & Wessons, they have the third lock for the cylinder right here on this little underlug under the barrel. When you push forward on the thumb piece, you can see right here it's unlocking this little piece that locks into the end of the ejector rod. So you push forward on that and it allows it to swing open. Just an excellent revolver, and we'll take it outside and fire a couple shots with it. So we got the Model 10. I'm going to do 2 cylinders, a single action, and then we'll try a cylinder, a double action. Really just very mild recoil and just very enjoyable to shoot. This is going to be another cylinder in single action. Well, looks like I've shot my plate off of the hook. We've got the frying pan set up, and so for the last 6 shots we're going to try double action on the frying pan. Let's see how it does. Pretty good. The history of the Smith & Wesson Model 10 can really be traced back to 1899. It was called the 38 hand ejector, and later on they would call it the Smith & Wesson M&P, which stood for military and police. These were extremely popular with police in the 20th century. 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, even into the 70s, and then they really started phasing in the semi-automatic pistols. But they were extremely popular. It wouldn't surprise me if there's a few still in service in some smaller law enforcement agencies. They also were used a little bit by the military. They weren't ever an official main adopted handgun. That was the 1911 for most of the 20th century, but these were used. Military police used them, and other people in the military used them. Overall, it's a great handgun, a great revolver, and you cannot go wrong with one of these. Now, a few things you might want to look for to make sure you're getting an older one. The older ones are going to have a pinned barrel. The really old ones are going to have this screw in front of the trigger guard. Even older ones than this will have a screw right here, a side plate screw, right beside the hammer. And obviously no lock if you don't want the frame lock. The older ones don't have that. And the older ones will have the firing pin on the hammer. So that's just some things to look for. Like I said, these are a great gun. 38 Special's a great cartridge. It's been around forever. You can find it anywhere. And I would highly recommend picking one of these up if you come across one for a decent deal.